Michelle Goldstein with Heart Alchemy Yoga, and today's practice will be a 40-minute daily recharge, which is, yoga's always kind of this for me. It's just an excellent way to set the reset button and get the energy flowing through our life. So here's a basic flow to get you going off to the right start. So go ahead and let's start out in child's pose. I often start practices in child's pose. It's just kind of a sweet space to really dial in. It's kind of intimate. You're sort of in there with yourself. And with your hips rooted on your heels and your forehead resting on the ground. Begin to deepen your breath. And draw your breath up and down the length of your spine. When you're ready, come on up to all fours. Hands and knees, and tuck your toes and lift your hips, and press yourself back to your first downward dog pose of your practice. And then root your hands down into the ground. Maybe you rock back and forth from side to side in your hips, or pedal out your heels. Begin to push the floor away from you. And oftentimes, especially in a recharging type practice like this, it's first a matter of bursting through the sort of outer layer of stagnation. So if you feel at any point you want to put your knees down and rest, by all means, do that as your body starts to warm up. It's better to take a few breaks and keep the stress out of your practice. So enjoy what you do. If you're in it, just take one more breath here and slope the hips up, press the heels down towards the ground. And shift forwards to plank pose, top of a push-up on an inhale. Exhale, lower yourself down, chaturanga or the floor. Flip over your toes. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. And exhale, use your belly to take the hips back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up on an inhale. And exhale, softly step your right foot all the way up to the front of your mat. And be on your back toes, sit your hips down a little bit, and reach the right arm up, left hand under left shoulder. So you can certainly be on the left fingertips or the left hand flat to the ground, your choice. Slide the shoulders away from your ears. And lift the rib cage up, open the heart, inhale. And exhale the right hand down to the ground and step your left foot up to hips distance apart from your right foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forwards and interlace your fingers behind your back. Stretch your arms up and overhead. And deep breath, let your head hang heavy. And to get the head below the heart like this is incredibly restorative to the nervous system and the cardiovascular system. Come up to stand, press the feet, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold in half, come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left foot straight back behind you. And step your right leg back and up to down dog split. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Shift forwards to plank position. And plank. Now both legs straight back behind you. Lower down, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back. Downward facing dog pose. Deep breath. So the combination of breath and movement is really the ultimate for getting the blood flowing and clearing any sort of past experiences or stressors or anything like that. Lift your left leg as you inhale. And exhale, step your left foot all the way up to the front of your space. And with your right hand down, go ahead and reach the left arm up to the sky. And with the hips a little low and the right fingertips either up on the fingertips or the right hand flat, roll your shoulders away from your ears and lift the rib cage up. And open the heart up, inhale. Exhale the left hand down and step your right foot up to hips distance apart from the left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forwards. Interlace with the opposite grip behind your back. And stretch your arms. And come up to stand. Big inhale, press the feet, reach the arms. Exhale, fold forwards, come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, this time step the right leg straight back behind you. And back to down dog, lift the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, left knee hugs into your chest, shift to plank. And then both legs straight, full plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back. Now, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath, let your head go. And on your inhales, you bring in new life force. And on your exhales, you let go. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, walk or hop your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold forwards, either feet together or hips apart, your choice. Rise up to stand, inhale. And exhale, fold forwards, come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, step back or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath. Inhale, the heels lift. Exhale, walk or hop your feet up. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. And exhale, fold forwards. Come all the way down. One more round of these. Lengthen out, inhale. Exhale, step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, back, downward facing dog pose. Lift your right leg, inhale. And exhale, step the right foot through to the front of your space. Come up to crescent pose now on the back toes. Sweep the arms up. Level the hips. Front of the pelvis lifts up as you sit down into the right hip a little. And soften your shoulders. And just one more breath in here, and exhale, release the hands down. Step back to plank and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your left leg, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps through to the front. Come on up to crescent pose. A couple of deep breaths here. So crescent is a neutral pose. The hips come level, the pelvis is level, which means for many of us, we draw the left hip back a little bit, bring the right hip forwards, pubic bone lifts, right heel press back, sit down into the left hip, inhale, and exhale, release the hands, step back to plank, and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog pose. Deeply breathing. The ultimate means for hitting the recharge button is a deep breathing practice. And that, in combination with all of this movement, is excellent, excellent for your body. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, walk or hop your feet up. Lengthen, inhale. Fold in half, exhale. Good, bend your knees, series B, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards, the legs straighten. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot up to your hands. Spin your back heel flat to the floor. Come up, warrior one pose, one breath. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Step back to plank and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot through, back heel flat to the floor. Warrior one pose, inhale, bend the left knee. And exhale, release the hands down. Step back, plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, back, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath. Whenever you remember, deepen your breath. Just a good kind of general rule of thumb when you're on your mat and when you're anywhere. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bring your feet forwards to your hands. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. And exhale, fold forwards, the legs straight. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps through, back heel flat. Come up, warrior one pose, one breath, inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Step back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps through. Warrior one pose, inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Step back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog pose. So this is one of my favorite ways to warm up. I teach these Series B sun salutations in almost all of my classes, and I practice them every day myself. I just find that they really help to open the body. Inhale, heels up. Let's jump through for another round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit deeply, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot through, back heel flat. Warrior one pose, one breath, inhale. And release the hands. Step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot through, back heel flat, warrior one pose, inhale, and exhale, release. Step to plank, and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Let your head drop. And lift the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. So you use your muscles to lift the shoulder blades away from the ears and to lift the hips up high to the sky. And we'll take one more round of these when you're ready. Walk or hop your feet up. Lengthen out, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot through, back heel flat, warrior one. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Step to plank and lower yourself down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot through, back heel flat. One breath, warrior one, come up. And exhale, release. Step to plank and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, back, downward dog. Lift your right leg, please. Inhale. And let's keep it moving. Step the right foot through to the front of your mat. Come up, warrior one. One breath up. And open up to warrior two pose, second warrior. Good, so sit down into your right hip, bend your right knee, and press the outer edge of the left foot, the back foot, to straighten the left leg. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Now from here, wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. So you're in an eagle wrap with the arms. And turn to your right leg, face forwards, and step your left leg up and over your right leg. So you come to eagle pose. Another one that I teach in almost all my classes. It's a great stretch for the outer hips. And so if you hug the inner thighs together, it will release the outer hips. And it's a great stretch for the upper back. If you hug the forearms together, it will help to stretch your shoulders and the upper arms. Sit down one more inch, inhale. And step back to crescent pose on the back toes. So release the arms and legs. Step the left leg back. The arms sweep up. And then exhale the hands down to your mat. Step to plank pose. Bring your feet together now and roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Reach the right arm up for Vashisthasana. You're welcome to set your left knee down for support, or you could take your right foot to the floor in front of you if that helps you for support as well. But get a lift up out of the left shoulder, up out of the hips. And breathe with it. Okay, one more inhale here. And exhale, release the right hand down. You're in plank pose. Either shift back to dog or lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg, inhale. And exhale, step the left foot through. Spin your back heel flat. Warrior one pose. Inhale, come up. And exhale, open up to warrior two pose. Deeply breathing. Soften your shoulders. Press the feet, so the outer right foot press to straighten the back leg. Inner left foot press to stabilize. Shoulders soft. Elbows soft. Wrap the right arm under the left arm for eagle wrap. And turn to your left leg. And step your right leg up and over the left. See if you can wrap the legs. If you can't fully wrap the pose, you know that's okay, right? You just come into the degree that suits you, that suits your body's capabilities, that suits your mood today, your energy levels. It's always changing. Be responsive to what's happening in this moment. Just one last little something here. We'll step back to crescent. Release the arms and the legs. The right foot steps straight back. Bend the left knee. Big inhale, arms up. And exhale the hands down. Step to plank. Bring your feet together. Now roll to the outer edge of the right foot. The left arm lifts up. And then any variations or modifications that you like, please take them. Including both knees down and resting in child's pose. Just know that it's your practice and it's your body and it's your life. So let it custom fit you like a glove. One more breath. Lift up out of it. Good. Exhale, release to plank. And either back to down dog or lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale back. Down dog. Deep breath in through your nose and out the mouth. Step your right foot up to your hands. Come up warrior one pose. Okay, from this warrior one, heel toe your right foot to the right an inch. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest up on an inhale. And then we're going to exhale into humble warrior pose. So you'll fold in to that right hip. Now if you can get the right shoulder along the inner right knee, that's fine. If you're hovering over the right thigh, that's fine. But eventually you start to slide the right shoulder along that inner right thigh, or along the inner right calf muscle actually, and hug the right hip into center. And let your head drop. Awesome stretch for the hips and the upper back. Now come up warrior one pose. One breath, big inhale, bend the right knee. And then exhale, open to warrior two. And from here, heel toe the right foot back over to the left, just an inch or two. And press your right leg straight. Reach way forwards through the right arm, and we'll come in for triangle pose. Right hand to your right shin, to a block, or maybe to the floor on the outside of your right leg. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Now from here, we're going to step up to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. If you work with a block, please take your block under your right shoulder, under your hand, under your right shoulder. Otherwise, the right hand directly under that right shoulder. The left arm reaches up to the sky, and flex the left foot. Okay, start to spiral the heart up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to offer you a stage two. If you like to take Chapasana, you could bend that left knee and catch the left foot from behind, which will start to put you into a little back bend here. See if you can keep your left knee at hips level and kick the left foot back gently to stretch the left quads, pecs, and rhomboid muscles. Okay, and if you've got the left foot, release it back. And we're going to try something here. See if you can come all the way up to stand. And set your left foot down next to your right. You're in Tadasana at the top of your mat. And inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. And inhale, flat back, lengthen out. Exhale, step back and lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back to downward dog. Step your left foot up to your hands. Spin your back heel flat. Come up warrior one pose. And again, just take a little bit wider stance so that you have space to actually fold forwards here. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Heart lifting as you inhale, and fold forwards as you exhale. And then just breathe yourself into it. You're here anyway, you're in it anyway. But let the breath allow you to be in it smoothly and peacefully. Okay, now come on up to Warrior One. And bring the left foot back over to the right side a little bit, like an inch or two, so that your heels are in one line. Okay, open up to Warrior Two, and press your left leg straight. Okay, so we're coming in for triangle pose. Different people teach these poses differently. So some people will say to align your front heel with your back arch, and that could potentially be correct. I have a number of teachers that teach it that way myself. But personally, for me, because I have a precarious lower back, I'm prone to back injury, I prefer a little bit wider stance in these standing external poses. I find it gives me more space and it's a little safer. So, check it out. You are your own best teacher, and if you follow your breath into your body, it will tell you where to put things, which is sort of a vague instruction, but it's really the truth. So learn how your body works best and do that. Okay, so when you're ready, you'll step up to Half Moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Use the block if it's helping you. Always use a block if it helps. And if you're coming a little deeper, you could bend the right knee and catch the right foot from behind. And lower the right knee to hips level and gently begin to kick the right foot straight back. Now release the right foot, right arm straight up to the sky. So you can come all the way up to stand. Right foot next to the left. The arms sweep up, inhale. Fold forwards as you exhale. Lengthen out as you inhale. And exhale, step from here. Just step your left leg straight back behind you. Spin the left heel flat to the floor. Come up, Warrior One. Okay, open up to Warrior Two. One more external pose here. Reverse warrior, inhale, and exhale to side angle pose, whatever variation you like. So either the right elbow can be up high on the right thigh, right hand down to the ground if you like. Some of you maybe wrap the pose and slide the left arm behind your back and catch the left hand with the right hand under your right thigh. Open the right knee to the right and keep a lot of pelvic tilt here. So the front of the pelvis lifts up towards your chin, the heart opens, and you breathe. And if you've got the wrap, release the right hand down. Take the left arm over the left ear for a breath and grab this side stretch. And then both hands down to the ground. Come up on your back toes. Okay, the hips are in neutral now. Press your right leg straight. Hop your left foot up a few inches. Spin the left heel flat. And fold forwards into Parsvottanasana just for a few breaths. And you're welcome again to prop your hands up on blocks if they help you. You can grab your right shin with both hands if that helps you to get a little more space, but do be mindful to keep the extension of your spine so you're not rounding too much. Okay, now from here, step your left foot up to the front of your mat and step your right leg straight back behind you. Bend your left knee, spin the back heel flat, come up Warrior One on an inhale. And open up to warrior two as you exhale. Okay, reverse your warrior, inhale. And exhale to whatever variation of side angle you like, including the wrap, which can be incredibly energizing to open up the upper back muscles like this. And hug that left hip into the midline of your body. So your left sitting bone points to the right heel, which will open your left knee a little bit. Front of the pelvis still lifting. And release the left hand down if you've got the wrap. The right arm reaches over the right ear just for a breath. And then take both hands down to the ground. Come up on your back toes. Level the hips and press the left leg straight. Hop your right foot up a few inches, spin the right heel flat to the floor, and fold forwards into Parsvottanasana. And actively in this pose, hug the left hip into the right hip and squeeze the inner thighs together. More breath. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale with a flat back, come up to stand. And exhale, the palms connect in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards, come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, step back to plank position. And lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Release your toes when you get to the floor. Okay, just one back bend today. Bend your knees. Catch your feet with your hands. So we're coming in for bow. You can grab the outer feet or the inner feet. It's up to you. But before you come into the pose, just be mindful that your knees stay hips distance apart, no wider than hips apart. And the shoulder blades come together onto the back. And then when you're ready, use your muscle strength to lift your chest up off the floor and kick your feet into your hands. And it may not be your deepest breath, but do breathe consciously. One more breath in, and exhale, release down. And press yourself back to child's pose. And rest your torso over your thighs to counter stretch the back bend. And come up to all fours, hands and knees. And slide your right knee through. We're setting up for pigeon, so take the right knee to the right side of your mat and the right foot towards the left side of your mat and slide the left leg back. Okay, so if you want a little less stretch, you'll keep more of a bend in the right knee and you'll hug that right foot into center. And as you start to open, if you want more stretch, you can take the right foot a little higher up so that the right shin comes towards parallel. The goal is not to get your shin parallel in pigeon, just for the record, as you start to walk yourself forwards. Okay, so the goal is to be peacefully present and respectful. In fact, peace is always respectful. So if you ever catch yourself getting aggressive in your body, or if you catch yourself fighting yourself, that's not peace and that's not yoga. So something just to bear in mind. However, the awareness of it is yoga. So just when you catch yourself, then take action to correct it. And just be really kind to yourself. And so you want it to be comfortable enough that you can breathe deeply into it. want to get enough sensation that you are definitely getting what you came to your mat for to begin with. Now press yourself up. And from here, you're going to take your left leg and swing it around the front of your mat. And take your left foot to the outside of your right thigh and sit both sitting bones down into the ground. So we're setting up for a seated spinal twist from here. The left arm reaches behind you and the right arm wraps over the left thigh. And sit yourself upright. Take the shoulder heads back. And explore the rotation of your spine. Okay, and then come back to center. And unravel your legs and slide your right leg back behind you. And set yourself up for pigeon on the left side. So the left knee comes to the left side of your mat. And you adjust the left leg so that you get the right amount of stretch in your left hip. And breathe deeply into the experience. Okay, so if you're, at home and you want to linger a little longer in some of these poses, that's totally understandable. And you can rest in the pose for as long as you want, which I'm sure you already know. But, just a reminder, I guess, if anything. But when you're ready, you'll press yourself up and swing the right leg around. And take the right foot over your left thigh. And make sure both sitting bones are planted down into the ground. The right arm reaches up and over to the floor behind you, and the left arm up and over the right thigh. And just explore the rotation of your spine. And the shoulders slide away from the ears and the shoulder blades come together onto the back, and then you'll come back to center and press both legs straight in front of you and come forwards onto your sitting bones. So we'll finish with this last hamstring stretch. The arms reach up and then fold yourself forwards and grab what you can grab, right? So that could be a strap, that could be your legs with your hands, that could be your feet. Maybe you clasp your fingers around the bottoms of your feet. But find your spot and breathe into it for a few moments. Press yourself up. So from here, I suggest that you lay down on your back and rest in Shavasana for a few minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't have time, I understand. At least take a moment to sit and close your eyes and acknowledge your efforts and acknowledge the day that you are living, the moment that you're living. And allow the day, allow life to meet you easily. Let it be easy. And with that, lift your teacher. Namaste, guys. Thank you. So this is Michelle Goldstein. Please subscribe to my Heart Alchemy Yoga channel, and I'll be posting continuous videos, especially flow practices, but other specialized videos and meditations and whatnot. So I look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to comment, like, and share the videos as well. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.